Okay, so this is another funny issue, right? Like some of the stuff that we get to find out along the way. Okay, so gap fill with the foam that I'm putting on a corrugated metal roof between the roof panels and the flashing. So there's a bunch of different types, right? You have you got the corrugated, all the hoops. You've got the other corrugated where there's peaks. You know, there's a distance from the peak. So in a straight line, that's one foam, right? And then the angled stuff for 45 degrees, 35 when you're coming down, peaks and whatnot. That foam is different. Now, for cost effectiveness, the straight foam is a lot cheaper than purchasing the diagonal one. So now your angle is going to change, right? So now it's like all the hoops are going to be at an angle. So just to give you the idea of what it really takes. Okay, so the straight foam to just go on like the edges where straight caps, along the edges where what's that word? The gutters, where the gutters are, right? The roof overhangs a little bit. So all of that is straight. That's a different cut. So my point, the straight cut foam is roughly $1 a foot, roughly, right? So you can buy a whole box to do like straight for a couple $100 on a standard, say 3,000 square foot home, right? But the angle jumps to $13 a piece. So those pieces, I believe they're 38 inches or something like that. Huge difference. So I'm not exactly doing it correctly, but that difference right there, when you multiply $13, and that's 36 to 38 inches, over a house that has over 400 linear foot of this stuff. That's a big ticket item. Granted. So what I'm doing is I've got to stretch the straight stuff just a little bit. Now, all I'm trying to do is keep the metal off of the metal for the heat and cold, right? Contraction, expansion. Metal does that. So if you have metal touching metal on your metal roof, you're gonna have spots that grind through the galvanizing into the stainless steel. This is the rust area that I fix. It doesn't take long for the rust to come. It really doesn't. Here in Hawaii, we're surrounded by salt air. Once again, if you read through the warranty on metal roofs and then put that to the area you're in, it doesn't seem that very many people in Hawaii even have a warranty on their roof. It doesn't seem that way. So you can read the vocabulary how you want. I interpret it as it's a metal roof warranty in Hawaii is null and void. Like it doesn't even exist because we have salt air surrounded all around us. Even though it states so many yards or feet away from ocean, I'm sure the salt content in the air here on the Big Island is just nuts, even if you're a mile away from the ocean. So this is where I'm trying to stress on proper coatings to go on your roof before it goes on your roof. It'll actually give you the longevity that you want. And if I'm able to prime both sides of that metal before it goes down on your roof, I'll warrant that for 20 years. I will. It's going to be on a maintenance schedule. And if you miss the maintenance schedule, then the warranty is void. But I could do it. The roof goes up brand new. I get it primed. I get it finished. Goes up. I do one more coat of finish on the top. Your roof is good. There's a couple other small little things. pre-drilling holes before you send the screw down. That's one of them. Others is, when the edges aren't really coated. So anytime your roof goes up, they're supposed to be putting something on the edges. Now, in the vocabulary of the metal roof, it says once you put something on top of that metal roof, it voids the warranty. What? Get in touch with your painters, people. You want your roofs to last. It takes a little bit more. When it's a brand new roof and I can do it on the ground, the cost would be slightly less. I have 3 grades. Acrylic finish is the most economic. Yeah, that doesn't hurt the pocket so much, as long as it's just the acrylic. To get the full warranty, I would want to prime with an inhibitor when it's brand new to save you from almost anybody going on your roof. The only thing would be is cleaning, right? Like, right, that's it. And then in that case, I could do cleanings every year at 25 cents or 35 cents a square foot. But if you let your roof go for 2, 3, 5 years without no maintenance, it's going to be a little bit more of a cost, because it takes more labor and more man hours to get it done in the same fashion if it was every year. But we back at it. We getting there. I just had some thoughts. When I go buy things, I talk. I try to get information from places, but sometimes it's try to ask different questions in a manner to let people know, like, hey man, I'm just getting this information for myself. I'm not going to hold you accountable. So and so at some place didn't tell me that this is how it is, right? Like, I mean, that's silly if you're buying completely into what people are telling you behind the counter, because some of them are more professional than others. Some of them are. Some of them take their job serious. Some of them look up the information to give it to you correctly. So it is what it is. But you want a full-blown warranty on your roof? Let me know before the roof goes up on your roof.